Alright, welcome back to the league race. This time we're back with FTRL for round number. This is the next. I think this is round 5 because I missed round 4 at Fuji and Interlagos, which I was unfortunate to miss because I was looking decent around Fuji, to be fair. Anyway, this is the Nurburgring. 2 races around the Nurburgring. Obviously, one in the Group 4 car, one in the Group 3 car, and the Group 4 car is going around the recently added short version of this. And the Group 3 car obviously ran the Nurburgring Grand Prix, not the Nordschleife. Anyway, did I do a whole lap here? Again, this happened a while ago, so I kind of know somewhat of my memory here for what I left in here. Yeah, it's nice to drive this track again. I would have driven it on the old F1 games back in 05 and 06, and I do enjoy it. It's a nice, it's a good racing track, and that hasn't changed at all. I forgot how tricky these 2 corners are, though. I really forgot how you want to hook them, basically, and then you could just take the piss with track limits here. Like, it's not even it's funny to me how much you could take the piss out of that. The short one, yeah, like, this car was good around here. This is probably the toughest corner here, to be honest, just in terms of getting back on full throttle and all of that. So, and the chicane, of course, is a little tricky as well. So, but yeah, otherwise, generally speaking, yeah, I do enjoy this track. It's also quite good. Well, our Aston here is quite good in the tyres here, so that's going to be fun for the Group 3 race. We'll go through a lap of the Group 3 race, I guess, when the time comes, or some parts of the track. But this chicane really is, I think, is a tough one. Less so in the Group 4 cars, where you want to be careful how you take. You want to basically cut as much as you can, really, but without upsetting the car on entry and taking too much out of exit. Actually, I take it back. This is last corner is the toughest one on the track, I find. I don't know what it is. I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have a good reference for that corner. I don't know. Like, there's no board. It's just proximity to that flipping cone on the entry, and in the Group 3 car, I just really struggled with it. It's a solid qualifying session. I think it's going to get us P6 or P7. I don't know which one it was in the end. This is week 5 rather. So yeah, I missed round 4. That's what it was. Ended up 6th just behind my teammate Lee. So yeah, a bit of a shorter grid this week, but that's okay. We're going to make this work. 12 laps around here, not too long, in our Aston Watermelon Martin. Anywho, all set to go. Don't know what to expect in terms of pace, but let's get to it. The standard start. To be honest, nothing happened really in this race. There's a couple of changes of position, but generally speaking, the trend for this one was pretty clear. Lee's going to go for a cheeky move of the inside of Pagani here, make it a little bit uncomfortable heading into turn 1, and then Pagani sweeps back across, and then Lee sneaks up the inside, and Pagani covers it off, and Lee tries to go back in. I'm just chilling, to be honest. Nice. That was a nice left-hander there. I don't know what the name of that corner is, and this is nice as well. Generally speaking, like, not much happens. The top 6 in us here broke away from the rest of the field pretty quickly. They were squabbling a lot back there. We just tore away from them, to be honest. It was a weird disparity in pace. Just chilling. Pagani's really under pressure here from Lee, so I'm like, okay, go on, Lee. And then he slides up. Pagani has a massive moment. And I thought Lee was a goner, man. I thought he was absolutely gone. Like, I thought he's going to be absolutely shunted into the wall. I overtake him here. I was just using the just the overspeed in him recovering. But I was just amazed that he didn't end up in the barrier. That was quite incredible stuff. But Pagani looked a little vulnerable here at the start, I must say. So I thought perhaps I could maybe get the job done myself. Losing touch a little bit now. But he has got a penalty. I did not get the chicane right, and Lee's going to get back through, so there's that. To be honest, I was considering letting him go anyway, because I was losing a little bit of touch with the guys in front, and I'm sure he could do a bit better job than I could. So, anyways, well, that made my decision for me. So, it's going to tuck in, getting out of the slipstream. Just, I don't want to catch too much on the straight. Last lap, lap 12, Lee had a go on Pagani, and he had him initially, and then Pagani got him back, but anyway, it's going to be a P6, a P5 and P6 for the team. Nothing really doing much in this first race, but it was fun. Like, I do enjoy this track, and it was good fun. We tore away from the rest of the pack, to be fair. Like, it was quite close up there. I know Pagani was a bit behind Aaron, but it was close between the 3 of us. and you can see that we were like 12 seconds, 10 seconds ahead of Chubbs in 7th, so like we just tore from the rest of the field really. Anywho, right, the Group 3 race. Now, the strategy here was very much to start on the mediums, but you could get off the mediums quite quickly and go to the softs. And for us, anyway, on the Astons, this was really good for us on our tyres. So, happy days, looking forward to this. 25 laps. This track's fun, man. I've really enjoyed this. And I had a really tough week into this one. I had some really bad news, so I was racing this one with a bit of a heavy heart. So we're going to try and thrust ourselves into this one, just for context, and transparency. We're going to thrust ourselves into this one and do the best that we can despite circumstances. Lee is of the inside. He gets all off on the traction and he loses the back end. I was like, oh. I get this all wrong, and that allows Aaron through. Pagani first, and then Aaron. So I was like, oh, jeez. But I didn't really know what to say. Like, I thought my pace was good around here, to be fair. Like, I think I'd done like a 55 on softs, I think. Anyways, Ross slipped, or sorry, T-Smith slipped up the inside as well. Got Ross behind us, so. This first lap we've, oh, there's a punt. First lap we've lost a few positions here. Yeah, just that second turn really put me in a bad spot. So that was a little unfortunate, but long way to go. I know our strategy is going to be quite good here. And I know my pace is quite good too, so I'm pretty confident that we'll fly up to the pack here. I think it was that blue flag that went off in front. Yes. Or sorry, no, Mikey. It was Mikey that went off. I'm going to take that place. Little lift up the hill. You can take this flat on softs later on. But yeah, I think it's for lap 1. Oh no, end of lap 1. That was Jonesy that went off at the chicane there. So that's another position gained. We're back up into 7th. Closest to where we started. So we still lost. I mean, we lost a lot of positions. Lap 2. What happens here? I guess Dusty Fossil. I want to try for a switchback here and try and get in the slipstream of T. Smith and try and break lanes. I can hang around the outside of Dusty Fossil. I knew I had to get this move done quickly. Bit of understeer, and I was like, right, I can outbrake. So I'm going into it, and I get that move done. So that was he ran wide after that, but that was a critical move. I had to get that done, and I did. So, anywho, that's lap 2. Later on, lap 2, just coming out here. Who has an off? Oh, that was Joker that went off. Big slide there for myself. I was a bit distracted by that. But now we're in P5, and now we're in the good spots. Now we're in good shape now that we could do something in this race, and we'll just kick on. Really, lap 4. What happens here? Chubbs goes wide. Oh no, it's Aaron that goes wide. I always understeered right into him.
Sorry, Aaron, understeered.
The way I take that corner is when I take it in 3rd. Trying again the throttle as soon as I can, exit in 3rd. So it kind of understeers a little bit as a result. Lap 4. I just couldn't get this last corner right. I just couldn't do it. Gives Aaron a good run. See, our tyre wear is quite good here, to be fair. Now, I did have to do some fuel saving at each of the... not this stint, the second stint.
Make it quick.
I had to do some fuel saving because I was only half a lap that was required of fuel saving. So, but... yeah, so there was times in this race where that did cost me a little bit, but more so on the second stint. Anyways, Aaron goes through. We've had a lot of squabbles on the track recently. It's been nice. I've enjoyed it. And there's more to come. So that's lap 5. Did I leave this much in, really? Unless my foreshadowing ticks in and Chubbs is going off. Nope, that was just left in there. Oh well. Lap 10, decided, right, I'm going for the undercut on Aaron. But I knew as well that the softs would last. Like on this car they do last. So our fuel saving is going to have to come at this next stint. But yeah, we're going for the undercut, and we're going to go for it. And it's nice that I feel confident enough to do that now as well. I think there would have been a time where I wasn't quite sure if I was, to become the aggressor, so to speak. Anyways, we're going to come in and ditch these mediums, learning our lessons from fucking Sardinia. Do not start on softs, you fool. In we go, and do the mental maths as always to see how much fuel I'm putting in the car. Am I going 13? 14. There we go. So, get to the end. away we go. I wasn't sure how many other people could actually make the softs work, but or if they did, then they'd be a little bit short later on. But anyways, outlap critical, of course, now to try and get this jump on Aaron. We got in front of Beanbag and Mikey and Joker, so that was big. If I got stuck behind them, my undercut would have been absolutely ruined. Aaron responds next lap.
It's going to be tight.
So I knew it was going to be tight. I knew it was going to be tight this first lap, and I got a lot of fuel on board as well. So there he is. But I'm approaching with pace, a bit of temperature in the tyres now. So I'm going to go for a switch back here in turn 1. And I just couldn't get the car straightened up. Like, if he was on the inside, I could have just switched back there. But he plays his car well. I'm going to try and send my car down the inside here. Go a little deep. He's going to get the switch back. I'm going to try to hold it on the inside and we get that move done. And that was a big move. I was hoping. Now I was torn between having to save fuel and tearing away from him. I didn't want to spend too much fuel trying to tear away and then have to save later. So where possible, I did try and short shift where I knew he wasn't going to go for an overtake. So I think not this first lap, obviously, but I just wanted to settle in and we'll go from there. But yeah, we got it done. That was nice. Nice battle. I know I went a little bit deep there, but yeah, stick to the plan, man. Just do your exit out in third, up the hill, and away you go. So lap number 12. So a little bit short on the shifts there. But I'm going to get the chicane all wrong. Car just spat me out. Did not enjoy that. So that was unfortunate. I was like, oh, jeez. So there goes Aaron. Chubbs is coming in. Now he was, I don't know, I can't remember if he had an off or something, but he was in the top 3. And yeah, that was my reaction to the chicane. But then Chubbs was just not a factor for the rest of this race, really. Aaron then, I don't know how I didn't get a penalty for that chicane. Aaron then goes off, so we're going to take this place back. Slide off the inside. Get on the power nice and early. And then try and defend it. There's a bit of cloud coming. I'm still waiting for the moment we get caught in the rain this year. I've not done a GT session in the wet. It's certainly not changing conditions. So, yeah, I know that's coming at some point. I just don't know when. Anyway, we get that place back rather, but later that lap, again, I have been in fuel saving mode. See, I got my fuel up. I am trying to manage my fuel. So yeah, very much just trying to get it done early so I can then push the rest of the way. Is the plan. Not a bad chicane, but I think getting into third gear early kind of cost me in some of these situations. So I'm going to try holding the inside and get on the power. I have to even say on the exit, and fair play to him, he makes the move around the outside. I'm going to try and take this back if I can. But again, I'm still fuel saving a little bit, still short shifting. I should have put more fuel in the car if I'm being honest. Down the inside, leaving the space on exit, even though he's on the favourable line. Leave the inside for turn 2. And I'll try a switch back. But that little twitch there, I just couldn't get it done. This is lap 15 now. This is a flat out, or not flat out, but I'm still saving a little bit of fuel. But this is a straight duel for the last spot on the podium, and I was really into it. I needed this. I really needed it after the week I'd had. Fast forward, lap 24. So I'd sat behind Aaron for most of the race after that. Bit of fuel saving, lost a bit of touch with him, got back within a second, and I know he's struggling on tyres now. So it's like, oh, this is go time. I really can do this. He makes a mistake heading up to the chicane. He covers the inside. I'm gonna try to go around the outside. Braking, leave the space, don't hit the apex. I got the apex for this corner. Get the move done, but he's on the outside once again. So I have to defend this one. Brake nice and early. Keep this. I should be able to turn in quicker, get on the power sooner. Leave the space on the exit. He's still there. We're going to start the last lap of the race in P3, so it is ours to lose. We got better tyres. His rears, my tyres aren't great, my fronts aren't great, but his rears are very cooked. So nice and early. Easy does it. Have the inside. I know he's on the outside. I can't floor it. I know this is hurting his rears, but this is all out, man. This is absolutely all out. Trying to hang it around. He's doing a great job hanging it in there in the inside as well on those tyres. Leaving the space. He's got it. I try to go down the inside, a little bit of contact. Nothing, no harm done there, so we're all good. We're both in one piece. I thought that was it. I thought that may have been it. I thought I was done. I thought I'd missed my chance. But I'd get another. Heading down the hill here. My exits are so much better on some of these corners, so much better. I just couldn't get the exit out of the ones that I needed, but catching all the way down to the hairpin here, and last chance. Like, but like the thing is, where he goes deep, he's going to switch back early, get on the power early. He's sliding all over the place. He leaves the space. I'm going to go up the inside on the grass into the Schumacher curve, inside, still side by side. He's got ahead. I was like, oh, can I keep close enough in these coming out of this complex? I was trying to shape, getting his mirrors, jink left to right. I was throwing everything at it, absolutely everything. Stick tight to this line here, get the bare exit. I was like, it's done. I've got it.
It's done. It's done.
It was, because I got the slipstream. I'm going to fucking send it. Has to be done. Pull out of the slipstream. We did this last lap and it was absolutely fine. So late in the brakes as I could, down the inside, a little bit of contact. I got the inside for this chicane. And I've got it. I've got the inside line. 1 corner to go. Surely I've got this. I was on the brakes too late. Aaron saw it, switches back, and he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, damn it. Fuck. Damn it, man. Fuck's sake.
That was tough. I was really hurt. Given the week I'd had, I would have loved a podium. So I was overcome with quite a bit of emotion after this race with the week that was in it, and the race-long duel. It was an absolute titanic battle all the way through, really. And I just came up short. It was really tough.
I could really use that, man. Oh, God.
That was more so not of losing the... I could have used it. The emotion was more so of the week that had been in it.
Oh.
And just with all the emotion that goes into racing, it just kind of poured out at the end there. With that disappointment of losing out in that fashion last lap. But it was a fantastic battle. Like, we'll never take away from that. That was absolutely fantastic. I look back now and I think, what a duel. What an absolutely amazing battle. So, you know, I'll always have that. Anyway, looking at the last lap again, I mean, he left, like, fair play to him, he left the space. Like, a lot of people would have closed the door there and squeezed onto the grass, but fair play to Aaron, he left the space. It was tough. Like, it was, I stuck myself in there. I don't normally stick myself in there at times into gaps that, you know, but we were gunning for it. We were absolutely both gunning for it. He was, you'll see when I switched to him what his tires were like. I had so much more rears compared to him. And I really thought this was it. I thought I got the job done here. You're going to see exactly how it unfolds. This part was all fine. A bit of contact, that's fine. You can see how he's squirming away. All I had to do was just brake now. But I went in too deep, and he played it beautifully with the switch. I think that was I think he knew that was his only chance. And yeah, that was it. Look at his rears; they are shot. Absolutely shot. So I mean, fair play for him for making those, getting the job done on that. But yeah, the Ferrari just seems a little bit better on the brakes. But I just that's hard. That's hard to watch. But yeah, look, a good result nevertheless. Like, it's the P4 is still a great result, and to have pace to mix it up with these guys is something that I'll always be like, yeah, I'm in a good spot. So that's, you know, I can be really pleased about that. It just shows how far I've come in Gran Turismo. It really has. So, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Even though this was a crushing blow to suffer, to lose a podium on the last corner on the last lap after such a long and intense chase, back and forth and overtakes. It was tough, but you know what? I look back and it was amazing. So thank you for that, Aaron. I appreciate that. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of FTRL Gran Turismo 7 Nurburgring. Next up is Tsukuba and Kyoto. So that should be fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.